Hi guys, welcome to Tad's Cooking Show. Today I'm going to teach you how to make the Sabzi Polo Ba Mahi. So what is Sabzi Polo Ba Mahi? Sabzi is herb and polo is rice in Farsi. And Sabzi Polo is a rice containing combination of herbs and usually cooked with a long grain basmati rice. Also, Sabzi Polo is traditionally cooked with fresh dill, parsley, cilantro, fenugreek, and garlic, or better to use the young garlic. And Sabzi Polo, this delicious rice meal, can be paired with the chicken, stews, kukus, which I showed you how to make the kukus sabzi in the previous video. You can pair it with this delicious rice dish. However, it pairs really well with the fish or mahi in Farsi. Having Sabzi Polo Ba Mahi in Nowruz, which is a Persian New Year, is a tradition and is celebrated with the arrival of spring. This Asian ceremony dates as far back to the time of the Zoroaster or Zartosht in Farsi, and beside Iran, many other countries celebrating this old Asian ceremony, which they were used to be a part of the old Persian Empire on the day of the spring equinox, to saying goodbye to the winter and welcoming the spring. In Farsi, fish is a symbol of life and sabzi is a symbol of prosperity and rebirth, and that's why Iranian cook this delicious meal to celebrate the spring and starting the new year with a good charm. Also, this video has two parts because it was too long to teach you how to make the rice dish and fish, so we decided to divide this video in part 1 and part 2. In part 1, you will learn how to make the rice dish, but the herb, which is the Sabzi Polo, and in the second part, you will learn how to make the fish or mahi in Farsi. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you feel this content is useful, like this video. I really need your support to grow this family. I cannot wait to show you how to make this delicious and mouth-watering meal. Let's start it. For making Sabzi Polo, we start by chopping 1 bunch or 2 cups of garlic chives. If you cannot find garlic chives, simply replace it with an equal amount of green onions. For Sabzi Polo, we want to be able to see the herbs inside the rice, so we will cut them about ½ inch as you see in the video. Half a bunch of parsley is enough to add to the Sabzi Polo. Cut the leaves and chop them like you see in the video. Stems of parsley are full of flavors, and we can add them to our rice. Just make sure to chop them very fine since they have a longer cooking time than other herbs. I am using 1 bunch of dill or about 2 cups. This can be replaced by dried dill as well, and you can add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of dried dill if you cannot find it fresh. For the dill, remove the stems. Then take a large handful amount of dill and roll it tight. Run a large sharp knife through the bowl and cut them in half. Bring 2 parts together, then continue to chop the ball of dill into ½ inch pieces. Then we start by chopping our cilantro. We need about half a bunch or 1 cup of cilantro. Like the dill, remove the stems. After that, with a sharp knife, we start to chop the cilantro. Make a ball of herbs by grabbing a handful amount of herbs and start to chop them. We want the thickness to be ½ inch as you see in the video. I am using 4 bulbs of young garlic, which I added the 4th one later. If you cannot find young garlic, you can simply replace it with 2 garlic cloves. After washing your garlic, cut the roots and finely dice both the green and white parts of the garlic herbs. Cut them to around 1/4 inch length. I like to chop the bulbs smaller than the leaves as well. Young garlic is a seasonal and it is abundant during the spring, and it has an herby garlicky flavor. You have to try it and you will be in love with it. You can even add this to your yogurt or scrambled eggs, which I will show you in future how to incorporate it in many Iranian dishes. Fenugreek is used to give a special aroma and flavor to our Sabzi Polo. Avoid adding too much fenugreek or it will turn the dish bitter. Only ½ a cup is enough to do its magic. If you cannot find fenugreek, you can use dried fenugreek instead, and 2 tablespoons will be enough as replacement. Remove the stems and chop the leaves as you see in the video. This dish is also a fantastic way to use up extra parsley, cilantro, or Greek onion that so often seems to be hiding and wilting in the refrigerator. I am using a 10-inch non-stick pan for my sabzi polo, and for this size of pan, 2 potatoes will be enough to cover the bottom. In Farsi, we call the crispy bottom of the pot tahdig, and sliced potatoes are used for making tahdig in this dish. Cut the potatoes into rounds about 1/4 of an inch thick as you see in the video. Wash your 3 cups of long-grain basmati rice with water and soak the rice in water for at least ½ an hour, but preferably 3 hours. Then in a large pot, bring 8 cups of water to boil and drain the excess water from the soaked rice. After that, add your rice to the boiling water over high heat, followed by adding 4 tablespoons salt into the water and cook over high heat for 8 minutes while covering the lid, and allow the grain to be slightly soft on outside but still only half cooked, like al dente. After 8 minutes, check the rice texture, and if it needs more time, let it cook for another 2 to 3 minutes. This stage of cooking really depends on the type of the rice, so timing can vary. After cooking the rice halfway, kill the heat, add your chopped herbs, and mix them well. After mixing the herbs, then drain the water from the rice by using a strainer and set it aside, as you see in the video. Heat up a 10-inch pan on a medium heat, then mix 1/4 cup of water with 4 to 5 tablespoons oil and add it to the heated pan. After that, you can add your saffron water to the bottom of the pan, which is optional. Click the link above if you want to learn how to bloom your saffron water for this step. I use 1/4 teaspoon of saffron with 2 ice cubes for this recipe. Then place your sliced potatoes in the bottom of the pan. After adding your potatoes, then add your rice and make a dome and poke the rice with the handle of a spatula to make vents for the water vapor to circulate. Then use a clean kitchen cloth and cover the lid with it, as you see in the video. Cloth traps the excess water vapor and prevents it from absorbing back inside the rice, so you won't end up with mushy rice at the end. Let the rice cook for 5 to 8 minutes over high heat until you hear the sizzling sound. Then reduce the heat to low and let the rice cook for 30 to 40 minutes. I wish you were here to smell the aroma of the rice. It smells amazing and tastes even better. For decoration, I am using remaining saffron water, and I mix it with some of the sabzi polo to make the rice golden color. Then I will add it to the top of the dish. If you don't have saffron, you can skip this part. I really enjoy the potatoes from the bottom of the pot. They are super delicious and add a really nice contrast to the rice. And here I am adding the golden rice, which I made it with saffron water on the top of our herb rice for decoration. You can easily use this technique for the white basmati rice and make it golden color. And here is our sabzi polo with kukus sabzi and tahdig. And on the side is the fish, which I will show you in the next video. Nusha Jan! Thank you for watching the sabzi polo video. And I'm sure you learn how to make this delicious rice dish. Also, if you have any question, comment it below. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. The other thing I want to mention that you can add more garlic if you like the garlic flavor, but do not add too much, okay? Thank you for watching it. Let's go to the next video. I'm going to teach you how to make the fish and pair this delicious rice with the fish.